guys, my name is Anna, I am investment advisor, and today I would like to tell you about narrow thinking. Actually, I face with such things not very often, but sometimes I have a lot of people around me who are working in some spheres, or those who are interested in investment world. So if we talk about me, I always act. I try to be innovative, to find out new not only information but sources, how to approach how to solve that or this problem, how to make process better, and how to so I'm a very active person in such case, and I always try to know something new in my sphere, and it can be more connected with open-mindedness, exactly. And there was one case when I talked with my friend. We don't really have a very good relationships, but he is a boy from a very wealthy family, and sometimes I ask him some questions because it is very interesting to understand how he thinks, and sometimes I can't agree with his statements, and I don't want to tell him all this information because he was only focused on his thoughts, and I don't really think that he really needs my opinion, and it is like work with haters. So sometimes people are close to your thoughts, to your wishes, to you itself. So sometimes I, as a financial advisor, try to show my help and my knowledge, but not all people are able and want to take my ideas, thoughts, and sometimes help. And I chosen not to fight with him, but to tell you, my audience, the main idea that can help you to become successful, because I think that my friend makes a mistake. He is too close to something new, and he only thoughts about crypto, and I as a professional investment advisor can't accept his actions and his decisions, because it is about risk. Sometimes you can invest your money with minimum risk but with better profit. So sometimes bonds are more profitable than stocks, and it is connected with economical where now is economic, is it crisis or not, and something like that. And I understand that the algorithm, the main steps how economics develop, and I try to think not only about only one sphere, but about the whole investment world. And I know that there is such problem as narrow thinking, not only in my friend. So there are a lot of people who are not able to find out something new, to take and to try to adapt something new to their business, and that is why they will never run an excellent corporation that will grow and develop, because only innovations and like new approach to solving problems can help you to run business and to win your competitors. And of course, I faced with such problem as narrow thinking with people who are at the age of my parents, though they are like 50 years old and much older. But in this case, I can understand such people because they are very old and they want to do what they know, and it is very common thing when adult people, very adult people, for example, those who have a lot of kids, who are at their 60s, for example, they are not able to develop sometimes. And I can understand this. So I had like a very funny situation when I communicated with a person. He's a very rich man and he's very, very old. And I tried to explain him what is stock market and when you do like a short. And it was funny, he told me, yes, of course, and then he doesn't understand what I talk about. And if we talk about our country, in Russia, stock market is not so developed, and people at that age, they are not open to this knowledge, and they are not so involved in this sphere. So maybe if this person was in the USA, maybe we had different result of our like communication. He's a very good person and we have like a negotiation after, so I tried to help him with real estate and other things that he is more involved in, and they are more classical. And I can understand very adult people. But when I see this closed thinking, not wanting to develop your brain, your ideas, your way of thinking and of working, I understand that it is the worst thing that you can do, because it is awful when person makes a mistake and doesn't want to understand that it is mistake and this is failure, so this will lead not to success. And I think that the key step to develop is to thinking what other people tell you. So others are not stupid, and if we talk about a very rich people and those who achieve something, and if you want to achieve the same, you should be more focused on things that he tells you. Of course, you cannot think about what your parents or friends that didn't achieve anything tell you. Of course, you can think, but you cannot think it's so hard way. But if we talk about a very successful people, you should be too focused and try to adapt all things. And there is like a big possibility that some people spend a lot of time in trainings, in courses, and they think that they develop themselves, but very often, for example, after reading some motivation book, they think, oh, okay, interesting, and so on, but they didn't adapt anything. So they didn't try to do that author told them, and it is awful. It is the way that leads you not to developing, to rising at all. And I had one situation. I was in a very good event. It was in the center of Moscow, in the hotel Marriott. So it is high quality building, and I visited like closed event about investments in real estate in other countries. And one woman, I don't know if she's stupid, or she really believe if she really believe in this and she's really stupid, or she lie. I think that she's very stupid. And there is one like a phrase: when you don't see a fuller at the market, you are a fuller. And firstly, when I began my career, I didn't see anyone, those who are stupid, who are like fuller. And now I began during a lot of time. So it was so I started understanding who is not the best professional in my sphere some years ago, no, 1 year ago, about 1 year ago. And about this woman, she told me and our audience that stock market is something it will lose everything, and it will never grow. I was shocked because there is evidence, and there is a lot of graphics that shows you that there are a lot of stocks. They are very popular. For example, in index S&P 500, those who were increases, and sometimes in some period of time they lost some percent of money, and sometimes they could lost maybe 10%. It is a very high volatility for such stocks because they are very popular, clear, and needed for some people. And they began growing very often. So there are a lot of cases when stock market lost price and then began increasing again, and it happens because of the amount of money. So very often in our economics we print more money, there is inflation, and that is why the price of stock now and the price of stock some decades ago, they could be equal, because if you think about inflation, indicators, and something like that. So of course stock markets now is a very popular thing, and more people spend more money on buying stocks, but not only this case. Because of increasing amount of money, we have a better higher correlation, higher price of stocks. And she told me that stocks will never grow, and she told then that real estate is the best, it always grows. I was shocked. It is so stupid, because I think that she told this because she wanted to sell real estate. Because when you want to give people proofs, it is much easier to say that this financial market is always growing. It is much easier than giving evidence, real evidence. And she maybe don't understand that now she is in a peak of price in some countries when they sell real estate. For example, we talk about Dubai. It is overpriced now, and I don't think that people should buy now real estate there, because it is overheated, market is overheated. And that is why I think that it is incorrect to think only in one case. So you can't be so clear when we talk about financial markets. It is amazing world, but it is volatility. It has volatility, it has risks, and nothing growing always. And it is not like a machine that will work forever. No, Sometimes it decreases, and it is normal. There are crises, for example. And I think that this woman is not a professional person, because I think that nobody, those who are really good at economics, will never say so stupid things. And that is why when you want to buy something or to invest, you should be more involved in this theme to understand itself some macroeconomic and microeconomics indicators, some algorithms, some things that are connected with financial literacy. And that is why when you always develop your skills, you will see stupid people. And I don't really like to communicate with stupid people, but you can think about what they are talking about, you can understand it, and you can understand the mistake. And then I like to show other people, not these people that they are like fooler. No, I told others that, guys, it is not correct. You should do another way, because such things is not working at all. And that is why that I think that you should always develop, you should always find out new information, you should always learn some things from a really professional people at the best courses, at the best universities, and in this case you will be at the top. And you should be open-minded, even if you are at the age of my parents. So after 40 years old, it is not so clear, not so common thing, but you should develop. Of course, I can't say that there is one thing, that these people, they have everything in their life. They are okay, they have cars, they have wife, they have for example husband, or they have children, and they have their own business that they are involved in, and that business that they understand. And of course, in such case, maybe you don't have time to develop yourself, but it is okay. It is okay. But if we talk about people of my age, my peers, or those who are at the age of 30, it is a very awful mistake to be closed to other people. You can understand something, you can catch an idea from everybody, and that is why you should be more focused on what other people talk about, and then try to take such information, and if this is wrong, you can take this energy and not to try to tell that person that you are not correct and something like that. You should tell others that there is such mistake, there is such situation when people don't understand it, and I would like to tell you correctly and give you value. If we talk about people who are bloggers or who work with other people, like motivational speakers, so there are a lot of cases where you can do it, or you can write a book, for example. And if you don't want and if these thoughts have something valuable, you can think about it. You can think, oh, maybe I can adapt this to my business, or maybe I can change my mind, or maybe he's right. Why I didn't think about it? And this will lead you to really great success. So I hope that you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you later.